Hey everybody, welcome to Kats Creations live on Friday night. We are making witch hat wreaths, which are super popular for Halloween, fall, Christmas, and so on. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before. You might have seen it done. There is a wide variety of different techniques that you can do with the Dollar Tree witch hat wreath that's covered in tinsel. When you buy them, it looks like this, or you can get them the purple one with it's almost like this color purple. So you have a purple tinsel and then a purple boo. If you cannot get these right now, because obviously it's not Halloween yet, you can go online to dollartree.com and you can put in the SKU number for this, which I will give you, even though I normally don't do that. It's 240514. So here's the thing. People have been saying they put in the SKU number, they can't find it. Call your local Dollar Tree, just call the 1-800 number and tell them that you want to order these. They do come 24 to a case per order, so you're only investing $24. But if you think about making 8 of these for each holiday coming up, you'll more than get your money back. These are perfect for those of you doing your craft fairs, your craft shows, all of your holiday bazaars. Depending upon how you invest your materials. So I will be tomorrow sharing the original live that I did on the witch hat wreaths, which is a technique I'm not showing you how to make tonight. These were just, it's basic ways to not invest a whole lot of time and materials in it and still turn out a really super cute project. So I will put those up. So I'm going to be teaching you a way that I haven't shown you before, but my private group has seen. So it's going to kind of look like the sample that's here, although I haven't finished the bottom. I was just playing because it's been so long since I've made it. And then while we're making it, we'll be discussing what other things you think that we can make with this. And that was interesting too, watching all the things that we came up with for the year that you can use these for, and yet we did make quite a few of them. So, who's joining us?
Hi, we have Judy, Audrey, Teresa, Sharon, Carol, Melody, Marisol, Daisy, Deb, Velia, Kathy, Sandra, another Kathy, Brenda, Elaine, Linda. I think it's Peggy already.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, you can pick these up right now. I think the only way you can get them is online through Dollar Tree. As we near when they start putting out all the Halloween decorations at the Dollar Tree, you may or may not ever see these in stock. All last year we never did. We ordered ours online and got it that way. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your 10-inch roll of Deco mesh. Pick out whatever color you want. This for me is going to be both, I'm going to be covering the top, and then I'm going to be using this as the bottom ruffle. You don't have to do it this way. You could just use this for the top half and then incorporate like just solid black, solid purple, solid green, and alternate those through the bottom. So you will need a 10-inch roll of Deco mesh. To do it the way that I'm showing you tonight will take up an entire roll of Deco mesh. So whatever your color choice is, know that you'll be using one half on the top and then the other half on the bottom. You will need pipe cleaners for a grand total of, I think, between 14 and 15, depends on your preference. I'm doing flex tubing. I will be using styrofoam balls. Tonight I changed my sign. I originally had a happy Halloween, but it had orange in it. I didn't really like the way it looked when I put it up against this one. So I'm incorporating this vintage bat emblem, and it just says the Aristobat. So he's what you see on this wreath now. So the first thing you want to do is, there's a couple different methods. Like I said, tonight I'm going to show you how to wrap the whole thing. You can take the tinsel off if the color that you are using is not dark. So if you're doing something fall or like candy corn, Deco mesh, something that's real sheer and see-through, you're going to want to remove all of the tinsel and just work with the frame. But keep in mind that the plastic frame in here is black. So you're going to have to make sure that whatever you cover it with is also going to cover that black plastic as well.
And be gentle with the frame.
Yeah. If you pull the tinsel off, you're really going to want to be super, super careful in how you wrap it because the plastic will break. When it's left with the tinsel on, it kind of helps strengthen it a little bit. So the only thing we're really going to do is we're going to pull off the boo. So it's just lightly glued on here. You don't have to worry about whether or not did you tear it, is part of it fraying. This is basically what you'll get. And then I'm going to take off the little belt buckle, also glued on, just like this. I save the little belt buckles because when it comes time to do the Santa wreath, this belt buckle and black ribbon makes the perfect belt for the Santa belt. So hang on to some of your supplies. You can also take your boo, pull the rest of your tinsel off. You can add that on something like this if you want to incorporate this afterwards. But pretty much this frame is ready to go. So the only thing you're going to need is 2 zip ties, and we're going to start wrapping.
Nancy Monsler said she actually just received her Dollar Tree today of hats.
A lot of people just received their orders in today, which is awesome.
Yep.
So watch this and then you guys can make them. So what you're going to do to wrap the top is you're going to take the ends and you're going to put the ends to the middle.
Hi Christina, it's been a while since we've seen you on. Hope things are going well.
And
she said, Christina Hadel. She said, hi everybody, hunker down from Tropical Storm Barry. Stay safe.
Yeah, a lot of people in the Gulf
Yep.
Coast.
Then Roxana will tell you how much she's going to sell them for at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you gather your edges together this way instead of doing it like how we normally do this way. It's a little too hard because I want my middles to stay in the middle. So you kind of pinch them together and then you're going to take the middle here and then you're just going to kind of, in a roundabout sense, it's almost like what you're doing. But for here, what it's going to cause it to do is as I pull it down, it's going to force the edges to go to the middle, which is exactly what I want. So you're going to flip it over, and at the very top, and I know it's really hard to see, I'll try to use a light colored one so you can kind of see. At the very top, there is no cross member, so if you look at the bottom, it's like got 4 separate sections that goes 4, then 3 with 2 in the middle, and then as it nears to the top, it just has the one that goes all the way up to here, and then nothing at the very top at all. So what we want to do is we want to attach it, and I'm going to use my zip tie. We're going to attach it to the first cross member at the top from the back. This way it won't slide down the wreath, and we're going to attach our starting point down here. There you go. And again, be careful not to overly tighten it because you're working with a really frail plastic piece, and I'm just going to cut the debris off here. Just like so. And then, let me get this out of the way. This is our fun of starting into fall, is all the glitter and tinsel. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Deco mesh with the edges together because it's going to naturally go that way, and you're just going to flip it over. Begin as soon as I can get it to flip, just like so. You're going to flip it, and then you're going to start to wrap it all the way down the hat. Our goal, hopefully, is to get this like how now it's starting to form a nice even pattern. You want that nice even tension all the way down your hat. So you don't want to pull too hard. So what it is catching on is it has these little plastic nubs that's holding the tinsel around the wreath.
Penelope, yeah, she said the SKU number for the hats earlier.
Uh-huh.
What was it again?
240514.
There you go.
So right here, my edge came out, so I've got to kind of back it out a little bit and just make sure that I'm keeping my edges to the inside, so that when it wraps, it's going to wrap smooth. We just don't want to see the edges. Oop, and it popped out again.
And yes, it'll take a couple tries.
Yeah. It was funny though, when I did that one, I did it all the first time, just perfect, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm ready to go. So I just like to see a smooth front. And I kind of overlap a little bit. It's getting caught in those little nodules. So if you overlap it,
there's a little bubble in that. There we go.
And you're not going to get it 100%, but you can get it as close as possible to where it needs to be. And I'm trying to keep all three colors, so I'm trying to sort this out, flip this back over.
And the tough thing is keeping the tension on it while you're wrapping it.
Yeah, because you don't want to pull too hard, because if you pull too hard, then your frame snaps. And if your frame snaps, you basically got to start all over again and then just rewrap. So it's getting hit down to the very bottom because it's got a little hook in the ends. So we are pretty much there.
The Deco mesh is from Craft Outlet, I believe.
No, this Deco mesh is from Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. Wow.
Yep. This was Walmart last year. Believe it or not. And I think Joann's last year came out with some really good colors. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to attach the end again to the crossbars on the bottom, on the back, just like so. And then you're going to cut off the excess. And if you wrap it right, you should have enough left on this roll to cut your 14 or 15 pieces that you'll need to do the bottom. So, and that's just going to be, again, it's a personal preference in what you like or don't like on your wreath. And then those little nodules will help you hold your material in place as you pull it around, just like so. Just like so. So there is our top. So now to create the bottom, I'm leaving the tinsel on again because the Deco mesh I'm using is dark. So I want it to kind of, if you were to see through the Deco mesh, you would only see the black tinsel, which is exactly what I want them to see. I don't want them to see through and have like light going through it. So I'm leaving the tinsel on, but now I'm going to add my 15 pipe thinners. So I'm just, I don't know why I grabbed this color orange.
Beverly asked, just curious, why are you using the 10-inch? She's like, last year when I did Santa hats, I used 5.5 inch. Is there a difference?
To wrap?
Yeah.
I haven't done 5.5 inch. I've always done 10 inch because very rarely do I ever buy 5-inch Deco mesh. But yeah, you could, and you could use ribbon if you'd rather put ribbon around the top. You can definitely do that as well. So there's 5, 6, 7.
Plus, if you use a 10-inch and fold it in, it's thicker, so you don't see through it at all.
That's why I liked using it, is because it, like Steve says, it enabled me to make it a little bit thicker. So I've got my purple. I was going to do orange. But now what we're gonna do is, the pipe cleaner layout is a little bit different. I wish I could take a piece of paper and show you. Maybe I can, because it was funny. I was watching my own video and I was like, wow, if we had a paper board like I used to use in training, it'd be much easier to show you. So let me show you what it looks like here. So,
hi gals, just join in. And no, if you're using like a dark Deco mesh over the black, you don't need to remove the tinsel. Kat said that earlier.
yeah. Now if you're doing it for fall or you're doing candy corn, I would take that whole thing off. So, this is the hat part, this is the brim. So, inside what you don't see is this whole part down here is all plastic. So you've got a plastic upper, a plastic lower, and then you've got this piece in the middle that helps give strength to the brim, along with crossbars that go in here. What we're going to do is we're going to put pipe cleaners on both sides, on the edges. We're going to put 7 on the bottom, and usually what I do is I kind of do it like this, something like that. I don't know if that's 7, that's 6.
Yeah.
There's whatever, 7. And then I would come back in between them and add 6 more to the top.
That was only 5.
Whatever. Bad drawing. If I had it to sit out and like do it to scale, most definitely I would, but you kind of get my point. So what you're seeing me do is I'm putting that purple pipe cleaner right in here, going underneath the crossbar and bringing it up so that my pipe cleaner will kind of come out like this. So that's kind of what you're missing. So it looks like this, and I prefer to use the full pipe cleaner. You can cut them down into halves. I like them a little longer because I'm going to put the little styrofoam balls on, and it gives me plenty of pipe cleaner to tie in my Deco mesh plus my flex tubing, and then still have some to add for the balls. So I'll put this one on this
said
side.
she used 21-inch successfully.
You can. There
Wow.
are so many people who have just different ways of doing it. That's why I said it's not my method by any means. But putting them on those little crossbars kind of prevents them from moving down, moving up, and moving around that point. So now, what I try to do is find the one at the bottom. You're going to kind of go up and then over.
Kathy said she used 4-inch ribbon for all the hats. Yep, you could use ribbon too.
This way. Down.
But Deco mesh, if you get the high foil,
Yes.
sure does sparkle better than ribbon does.
It does.
So.
Like I said, there is no right or wrong way to do it, so I don't want people to get hung up on, well, this person did it with ribbon and this person did it with something else.
Yeah,
You know,
I'd use Deco mesh tubing.
yeah, you did. Okay. Trying to find my rail. Nope, missed it. It's over just a touch. Okay. Oh.
Hi gals, just join in.
So.
Jean said, hey Kat, love the color of the mesh. Hello from Carson, California.
Ooh, you're not that far from us.
No, Victorville, it's on the other side of LA.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm trying to remember, I've got to count out an even number of ins and outs. So there's 3. This will be my 4th. So here's 4. This would be 5.
You could go down to 14, right? You could use 14
Yeah.
or 15. You could
It's
do 6 on the
entirely
bottom,
up
6
to
on the
you.
top. Yeah.
You could decide that this is just way too much pipe Deco mesh at the bottom, and you kind of want to thin it out a little bit. So, and then I have my last piece. So I just put these all in. That way I'm ready to go.
Julie said I would use purple and green mesh from Dollar Tree to save money.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
And then we're going to go back in on the top part. We're going to add one here. So we're going to put 6 on the top. So I'm going to go in here, and then this is where we're going to kind of dip in a little bit to the back. And I'm just going to kind of, it's almost like sewing it right along the edge. There goes all the green. But I want it to kind of cover the very bottom edge of my deco mesh. So I'm actually going underneath and grabbing the very top rail. Okay, here, and then I'm going to do it here. That way it'll keep it kind of snug up against the deco mesh that I have on the bottom.
Priscilla says she's actually covered the hat with strips of fabric too.
Yes, you can. See, there's so many different ways, and like I said, we came up with so many different things we could have made.
Dean asked, when putting on pipe cleaners, do you still wrap around 2 rows? No.
No. So like when I'm doing the ones on the top, I'm actually grabbing the top and then the middle, and then on the bottom, sometimes I grab the middle and the bottom together, but at the very, very bottom, I just kind of spaced it and just put the ones at the very, very bottom, so it'll fill the bottom.
Sorry, you picked it up and I had it out of,
I'm sorry.
it was out of the frame.
Do you want me to do that again?
Whenever you get a chance.
Okay, let me leave this up there. Sorry. And it's hard to see because it's black, right? So. Okay, so watch, you'll see me do it with the purple, because you should be able to see the purple. So here's that edge of the rail that goes around my hat. So I'm kind of coming in here. And then I'm also going, so that's that rail, and I'm grabbing the middle one. So it comes up.
So now it's in the middle.
It's kind of in the middle. It's like on the edge, but I kind of angle it so it's more towards the hat. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll stuff another one right here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Try to do it right in the middle of these.
So how many do you have on the top row? Like 4? And then like 3
6 in the middle. So I have 6 in here, 2 on the ends, 7 on the bottom. Exactly.
Gotcha.
So these are the 2 on the edge. These are the 6 in the middle. And then these are the 7 on the bottom.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay, now I already have my deco mesh cut. So that just allows me to go right into the creating the brim. And like I said, how thick or how full you want your brim is entirely up to you. You can do 6-inch deco mesh on the bottom. You could do curls. You could do ruffles, which I'm doing ruffles. You can do 10-inch ruffles with 2 different tones like green and black in one, and then alternate it like purple and green, you know, just kind of mix them up. It's entirely up to you. If you mix the colors, I'd suggest not going 15-inch pieces, but 10-inch. That way it doesn't like make it so thick and so fluffy. So mine are cut to 15-inch pieces because I'm only putting 1 in every single one. And I'll just start at the corner. Just like so. I always want to grab the other one here. And then I'll grab this. So now we're just stuffing these into the brim. So I usually just do it like how we're doing the Deco Mesh regular wreath. I just go up and down as I come next to the one that's there. So like this will be the upper one. Nope. Yes, right here. This way you don't lose. I go up, down, so now I'm zigzagging. And then we'll fluff later. Because they're gonna lay flat until we get them all in there. So.
Hi Patricia, she said hi, Kat and Steve from Pat in Maplewood, Minnesota.
Welcome.
First time on live, exciting. Welcome,
Yay.
Patricia.
So you came at a good time because this is going to be your tutorial that will get you through Halloween, fall, Christmas, and beyond.
For the witch hats and Santa hats and everything.
Yeah, so it was funny, all the things that we came up with last year. So obviously you could do a witch hat. I'm trying to remember all the ones I was going to write them all down so I could share them all with you. You can do one in solid blue with silver and do Mickey's hat from the Sorcerer's Apprentice and do it that way. Just don't label that's what it is.
Santa hat?
Yeah.
Elf hat?
Yeah, Santa, elf. You can do a wide variety of different, you can make them little ski hats. You can do wizard hats. So whatever color you want, you can put a lightning bolt on an all black one. What else did we do? What else did we come up with? We did the cornucopias. You can turn them on their side and cover this part with burlap and then take all the tinsel off and then fill the brim area with florals and make a cornucopia. What else did we do? We did a candy corn one that we just did in candy corn colors. I'm trying to think. Trying to go through my list. We did a lot for Halloween. These sell because their price point is so good. So I know a couple of you asked about pricing. This prices on my website with shipping anywhere in the United States for, what did we say? I'm trying to think. I know how much. It's $37, right? Plus $20 to ship. So
about 56, I think.
57, yeah, I think it's $57 to ship anywhere. And these have to ship in an 18 by 18 by 6-inch box. You cannot cram them in anything smaller to get your shipping prices down. And then obviously if you add a lot more embellishments to them, they'll be higher. So if I was adding all kinds of embellishments, like ones I did last year, I had legs and pumpkins added to them, then those go up. You know, if you add expensive signs, that'll just drive your price up. So it depends on you.
Good night, Maricel. She says, well, lady's got to go to sleep early. She's leaving for Canada.
Oh, wow.
At 3 a.m. for fishing. So have a great weekend.
Sounds like fun.
And then the new Patricia Stevens, who said lives in Maplewood, Minnesota.
Okay.
That's where Jean Jordan lives.
Really?
So hopefully they can meet up and have fun together.
That is cool.
Yep.
Like I said, it's super, super fun when you can connect with other people through the community and go shopping together, go crafting together, do craft shows together. Yep. It's entirely up to you.
Billy asked, what is your website?
Oh, well, my personal website is KatsCreationsNMore.com, but if you're looking for the free shipping, it's going to be on Etsy. So just go to Etsy.com and then just type in
KatsCreations
777 without the apostrophe, and then you'll find them.
Diana asked, how long are you cutting each piece?
These are 15-inch pieces. So I have 15 of them at 15 inches. So I just like a very full hat.
Patty said the candy corn idea was good too. Scarecrow, all sorts of stuff.
Yes, the scarecrow, so you can do it in burlap, you can do it in blue jean material. A lot of the ladies last year got really super creative and made little patches for the hats. So they had sewn on cute little patches of flannel. Trying to think of what else did we do. What else? Then we were also thinking for non-holidays, right? I've done the princess hat, so we made one of these with the tulle on it for little girls, and we did it all, it was white and rainbow at the top, and then all different color deco mesh at the bottom with rainbow tulle coming off the top. I've seen these where people add a pair of wings to the side, and then it's kind of like a, I guess a fairy hat. So that was one I hadn't thought of. What else did we come up with? Trying to think. Trying to get these in here at the top. The ones we didn't do last year, right?
Yeah.
Trying to think.
We did
leprechaun hat.
Yeah, we didn't do
Nobody thought to do a leprechaun hat. So that would have been super cute. I was like, where was that idea? It's gonna now be in my book for next year. You could turn it upside down like this and then add floral to the top, and it could be like a bouquet of flowers. You just gotta think outside of the box.
Yeah, that's an elf wigs. Deb Doris said ice cream cone.
Yes, that was another one. The ice cream cone. Same way, flip it upside down and add your deco mesh like we are here, and put your 3 different colors, and then add more and put your little cherry if you want. That would be super cute. You can still do that because it's still technically summer.
Whatever we said, cornucopia. Yeah, we did a cornucopia last year. Judy
one.
said she liked the cornucopia that you did.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I think somebody won it when we did that as our giveaway. Remember? I have 3 more. 3 more? 1, 2, 3. I think I added one, or I added another one. Let me look. And I did. Oops. We're going to take this one.
Wrong spot.
Yeah, sometimes, and that's the thing, right? Not paying attention. Because the pipe cleaners are so long, you could think, oh, I didn't put one there, and you put one on top of where you just put one. So.
Teresa said something interesting. She said, add the wings and make a butterfly.
You could.
Be interesting.
Like I said, there's so many different things. Someone had the idea of a sailboat. So this would be the sail, then you put the flag out here, and then you'd add the brown boat bottom and water. So that's what you do. That's what happens when you get a whole bunch of creatives all together. They come up with some crazy but amazing stuff. So.
Well, you know we haven't done an ice cream cone yet.
But see, if you get 24 of the witch hat frames in your case, look at all the different designs you could do.
Yep.
Trust me, you will sell twice as many at Christmas, because you can do all different kinds of colors for elf hats. Like we did one that was the elf hat from the movie Elf, but we just didn't say it was from Elf. We just said it was an elf hat. The Santa hats, there's all different variations you can do there. Just so much fun stuff.
Katie Miller said she's been trying to order a case of Dollar Tree all week, and it wouldn't let her order. It said they're not available till August, so they must have sold out really quick.
And they do. That's the sad thing, because I don't know what happened last year, but I think everything sold out pretty quick. So this is what it looks like so far, everyone.
Yep.
So that's where we're at. So now we are going to add the embellishment, which I have my little bat. The easiest way to attach him, because he's wired, is to cut his wires in half, straighten them out, and then wherever you want to position him, so I'm going to kind of keep him pretty much right there. So what I can do, because the wire is so thick, is just poke a hole right through the deco mesh. You just got to get the little tinsel piece out of the way. So there, it's already gone through. And we're going to attach another one right here. Flip this over. And here.
Really, no, there's no butterfly for our. There's no video for a butterfly because I don't think anybody's done one yet.
No, but it's not to say that we couldn't.
Yep.
So I will fix that in a second.
And Judy asked, have you made a pumpkin using orange mesh? Hers went all wrong.
Yep.
Yes, you have. Yep.
We have.
Yeah, that one was tough.
That one was very challenging, but I can show you how we fix it. So there is my bat. He's attached. I'm actually leaving his wires because I'm going to incorporate his wires at the back for where I want it to hang, because if you hang it from here, it kind of tilts sideways. So it's weird. If you kind of put it in the middle, it stays up straight. So that's going to be that. And then we're going to add our bow like I did here, which is just super simple. As soon as I can find the ends.
Deco mesh tubing.
Deco mesh tubing. These dollar store, when they get them.
Dollar Tree. Yep.
Didn't they have orange? Oh no, purple, black, and green.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I think you get like 15 yards for $1. So when you see them, buy all the colors because you
buy
will
a couple
use.
of them.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave tails for our tails on our bow, and I think I do it 5 different loops. So there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, and I need my tail. So I'm going to do it just like this. I'm hoping they won't roll to the floor. So I'm going to put a pipe cleaner around this. Just like so. And we will fluff up the bow once we actually get it on the edge of our piece. And this is where it's going to take some finagling. So, because you're gonna need to pop that through a bunch of different layers to get it to the back. So thankfully, if you have really good pipe cleaners, you just kind of have to be patient. Usually it gets hung up on the foil threads. So you have to pull the foil threads off. So I have it through. It's just the foil threads are in the way. So I'm going through. We'll flip it this way so it's easier to see. So thankfully that one came right out. So we're going to attach it to the end. So seeing why this will not work hanging it here, it goes crooked, so we have to hang it here. It has to be straight. So we'll snip this off because we're happy with the placement of that.
Yeah, Wilhelmine said you could use the dabber to hold the tubing.
Yes, you can.
You can.
So now what I'm going to do, that's true. I had it out here and I put it away because I was like, I'm not going to do ribbon. So for me, I'm actually going to come in between here and I'm going to add in some Deco mesh tubing, but just ones that are like 2 pieces. Eeks, that's too big. Like this, just to pop more sparkle and color in here. You don't need to. And then there's that one. So I'll kind of show you what it's looking like. You just have to find all your pipe cleaners. This is why having them longer helps.
So Katie, based upon everybody, from what everybody else is saying, just keep trying to order online at Dollar Tree.
Or just call the 1-800 number and tell them what you're trying to do. That you're trying to order a case. A lot of times they can pull it up.
Wilhelmine and Patricia, they asked where you got the mesh. It was
Walmart.
from Walmart, but it was from last year. So they might have it again, they might not. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty, so I was like, I bought the last 2. So I was like, oh.
There'll be a bunch of colors that come out, and I'm sure they're starting to.
Joann's had this color last year. The black, the green and purple. the one that did really, really well for me was, it was black with lime green through the middle. So it just had that lime green foil all the way through, and people bought it because they thought it was Wicked, like the Wicked Witch, Wicked logo from the movie or the play.
Yeah.
So that one was the first one I sold. Then crazy ones, the ones you embellish a lot, they like. It just
try ordering online and see if they have. If you have one that's close to you, if you can send it to the storefront for store pickup, then it's free shipping. Sometimes they don't, but.
So I'm trying to just go through and find all my pipe cleaners. So I'm just going right down the middle. So this goes pretty quick. Like I said, I think it took me 20 minutes to get that to that point. So once you get the hang of it, you can do them pretty quick. So these are just, like I said, extra embellishments that other people probably will not include. There's a lot of people who just do them. They don't even wrap the witch hat, and you don't have to. Last year we just left the tinsel on some and wrapped different color flex tube around the top, and then added a whole bunch of embellishments to the bottom. Here's purple. So I just like adding a little bit more.
Yeah, try to order online, not call the 1-800 number, Katie.
No, if you can't order online, call the 1-800 number.
Well, Katie said the man on the 1-800 number is the one who told me August he wasn't very nice.
Oh. Well, I would say there's other people who have ordered them before then. So I'll have to see how many I have left, because I did buy a case last year because I totally thought we were going to do a ton of stuff.
I think a couple of the gals who had stocked up and had a ton of them also sent you a few.
Yeah, I know Gail sent me quite
Gail,
a few.
a couple others, yeah.
And I think that's what some people are doing, is I've seen conversations going through our community page saying, hey, I have a show coming up and unfortunately I'm not going to have my witch hats in before then. Is there anyone close to me in my state that would be willing to sell me some? So quite a few ladies have stepped up and said, where do you live? Because if you get it, you could find someone close to you, the shipping cost is a lot less. So.
Hi Deborah, no problem. You said you were really late.
Oh,
and
no worries.
Susan asked what size the ruffles cut to, 15 inches.
15-inch ruffles.
Jackie replied to that. Thank you, Jackie.
Yes.
Sandy said if you go through the link on the private group site, you can order them
Directly
there.
from that link?
I just ordered mine. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah. See, it's all those perks from last year. I was like, here's the link I used last year, and sure enough, it's like when you click on that link, it allows you to order it. Same SKU number, but don't know why. We shall see. Come on. I love working with the flex tubing. So we're almost done with this. It's just a matter of finding the pieces. Like I said, for me it just adds something else to it. And I'm not cutting my pipe cleaners down yet because I'm going to be adding my styrofoam balls to the tops.
That's cute.
What?
Teresa Allen said you could make a Wizard of Oz theme. You could have the tornado Wicked Witch hat and the Good Witch hat.
See? Okay, now how creative is that, right? You could actually sell them as a set. So, one of each. Yeah, you can turn this into a tornado and do blacks and blues, like swirl it all the way through. You can do the scarecrow hat, the Tin Man hat.
Katie, so I know this answer. When you made your Santa hats last year, how did you attach the large pom-pom at the top? I had such a hard time getting mine to attach.
Super simple. So the pom-poms I bought at Hobby Lobby, I think they were called like large
They were really
tinsel pom-poms. So they're super thick. So what I did is I took the thick gauge floral wire, I think it's 22 gauge, and I poked a hole all the way through it, and I just bent it around and then popped it through just like this.
Yep.
So, yeah, super simple. Okay. Okay. I'm coming in, trying to find the other one. I see them right here.
And Tracy said you could just Google Dollar Tree witch hat. You know, pull up the website. See, I just went there and you could still order them. So.
Oh, so if somebody wants to go in there and paste the link on this page to help those of you that are looking for them out, that'd be awesome. Because Steve can't do it, otherwise he would just disengage us and stop
I
going
just have to pop
live.
back in.
Yeah. So I'm just using all the little pieces I have left. I threw nothing away. So I did find one right here. Yeah. These suckers are hard to find. You know, some people are like selling, like right now I saw, before I came online, I think, I saw people were selling them. Where were they selling them? On Etsy for like $4 a witch hat, just the plain thing, because they know people want to make them. So Etsy should combat that and prohibit people from selling that because they didn't make it. So they should not be able to sell. But I guess you can sell craft supplies if they're labeled craft supplies.
Debbie, these, she asked a question, I love this. This is so cute and creative. Where on earth did you get your creativity?
Have to say God.
These witch hats have been around for quite a while though, so.
Yeah, but
they've been doing it for a couple years.
But then you find out from other people, like, you know, we'll sit here and we'll do a tutorial and people be like, they just did, oh, wouldn't that be cute if you made an entire series like The Wizard of Oz and you did you'd sell them as a set.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a great marketing idea. But just remember, it's
Nellie
a
asked, where
trademark.
did you get your bats?
They were in that storage supply thing. So back to the archive, I think it says on the tag, and the tag is very limited on the information. It says Ohio Wholesale, and that's it. Made in China. So I was like, that's not going to help me. And I had 3 of them. So, and I think I found them all. I'm just double checking. I think I have found all my fab cleaners. Okay, so now you can see just by adding, sorry babe, I keep moving your
That's okay.
your vision. So that's just me adding. I won't make you guys watch me glue them, but because I just do placement first, and then I would come back in and glue them. So I'm just going to add those, like this one obviously is a little too long, so you can downsize it a little bit, but it allows you to kind of have a little bit of pop to your wreath. I'm going to do black.
And remember, group, this is the public group on Friday night, so we appreciate if you shared.
Yeah, it makes it easier to find rather than going through my page. Good luck. It's a little too hard. So this one's a little too long for me. I like them just to kind of poke out. So I will go back in and then take all these and glue the little styrofoam balls on them. Trying to find these, and I got the balls at Hobby Lobby. So Hobby Lobby sells a Halloween mix that's just black and orange. They do not have any of their Halloween stuff out. Don't ask me why. Christmas and fall are out now, but not Halloween. So
was there a separate bag that was just green?
the green came from the fall bag that had orange, brown, and green in it.
That's right.
So this is where you got to kind of think outside of the box, not so much in, well, I don't really need that. Get it anyway, and you just start mixing your colors when you're like, oh, I know what I can add on that. So these ones sometimes have big and small. Should show you how I'm doing this.
Patty said this is my favorite thing you've ever taught me. I've sold so many of them. That's
Really?
awesome. Yeah.
Good for you. I think it's good. See, I just threw the green ones in this mix and the purple ones. So like this is the fall bag, and then the Halloween bag just has black and orange in it. So both bags are about $5 at Hobby Lobby. I know you can get the fall ones now though. So you can pull the orange and green from the fall, which is kind of what I'm doing. That's where I got all my green from. I just
You started putting purple on yet?
Yeah, you just don't see the purple.
Oh, okay.
See? I put the purple on the black ones. And then on the purple I add the black and green.
So now Linda asked, what would you sell your hats for?
Okay, Etsy, completely different, right? Because Etsy's got that whole free shipping thing going on. So I'm running an experiment right now just to see what's happening with that whole free shipping. So this right now on my Etsy shop is $57. That's the Wreath, which is, what did we say, 37. And then the shipping is $20. So that's shipping to the farthest location. So.
And that's true, Patty.
What?
You said you can get separate colors in the party section of Hobby Lobby.
Yes, you can. They don't have the sparkle in them though. They're more of like how the purple are. No, you can't really see it, but the purple have like flat sequins on it, whereas the other ones are kind of more dipped in like glitter.
Yeah. Just depends on what they have, but they do have different colors.
Yes. So, if you were selling this at a craft fair, all day long at the craft fair, somebody was walking up $37 all day. So, but the shipping side of things, right?
Yep.
That's.
Deborah said the reason I was so late is because I went in to buy one thing at Hobby Lobby and ended up spending over $100.
Been there,
But
done
she said
that.
everything was 75% off and all the ribbon and mesh was 50% off.
Oh, good. So you made out.
Yep, I really made out on mesh and ribbon. Good job, Deborah.
See, that works. So I'm just making sure I've hit all of my my little balls, my pipe cleaners.
You just said you made 2 of these last year for the Church Harvest Fest and everybody loved them. That's awesome.
They're so easy to make, and like I said, they're so easy to take when you're at the craft fair, because they can just take them right then and there and they're ready to go. Shipping, like I said, they have to go in a big box. There's nothing.
And then
we
Debbie
can
asked,
do.
what size box would you ship these in?
18 by 18 by 6, because it is 18 wide and 18 long at this point, and then obviously 6 inches high. So.
Yay, Katie. She said, so I just tricked the system and tried ordering as a guest under a different email in mine, and it worked.
So it's probably caching your email.
Maybe.
And not allowing you to order.
Yep.
If it's declined you.
But glad you were able to order it.
Yes. Because once those come in, you're set for, I'm just making sure I've hit all of my pieces. I'm just looking for my pipe cleaners. Sometimes I find one and the other one hides. I always want to grab the whatchamacallit, the orange, because every time I stick my bag in my hand in there, I'm like inclined to grab that one. And the nice thing about the pipe cleaners is you can move them around. If you want them hanging more towards the bottom, by all means you can.
Hi Lynn, Linda asks, will you be making a scarecrow hat with one?
Yes, I will.
Yep.
Most definitely. Yeah, we'll do the Santa hat. I'll show you how to do the Santa hat. I'll show you how to make the elf hat. So that is pretty much it. I have cut off my pipe cleaners. Let me twist my little wire into his little hook.
If one of you gals can type the SKU in for the hats, that would be awesome.
The SKU. It's 240, wherever it was.
Yeah.
Ooh. 240514. So we'll take this one down and we will add this. Now keep in mind my hook sticks out incredibly far. So most people's door doesn't stick out that far, but I do because I do such deep wreaths for the grapevines. But that's it. We're all set. So what do you guys think? Just something a little bit different. So it's just our vintage Halloween bat is what we called him, I think, right?
Yep.
I think that's what I have it labeled, vintage bat, witch hat. Not rhyming on purpose, but yeah.
Yep.
So I wish you guys could do the flex tubing too, but here's the thing about the flex tubing is it doesn't matter whether you pick like orange, green, black, purple, the SKU number is the same for all four. So just like it is for the silver, the boo, and the purple boo, it's the exact same SKU number. So when you get them in your box, you might get 6 purple and the rest silver, or you know, vice versa. You're not guaranteed to get an equal mix of both. It just is witch hats. So they don't, there's no rhyme or reason how they did that. So what questions do you guys have that I can answer for you?
I said, love it, outstanding, love it. Kat said, my husband needs to watch you guys. I've heard talking about Steve and Kathy. He can't keep up with who I'm talking about.
Aww.
That's funny.
Anything else?
A lot of the gals are actually answering the other questions, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
They're just asking where the mesh came, because there's people who come in late asking where the mesh came from, and
Walmart.
we have Walmart.
Walmart's
so,
clearance.
Yep.
Yeah, this mesh. Yeah. But I think Craft Outlet or the Wreath Shop might have something similar. You just want the one that's high foil, so more than likely it'll be the $6.95 or $8.95 roll, and that's the one you want. The $3.95 ones are just going to be the really thin with their, you know, maybe one band of each color in there.
Deborah Kathy asked earlier. So I know they have witch's hat for Dollar Tree, but what do they have for Christmas? So we know they have candy canes.
Yes, we get the candy canes. So we make ribbon candy canes. We do the Deco mesh candy canes. We do bubble candy canes. So the ribbon things can work in a wide variety of ways. What else did somebody do with them last year?
Do they have a star?
No, there's no star. They had, I think there's a snowman, but his dimensions are so small it'd be hard to kind of figure out how you would break him down and make something else from him.
I think they have crosses.
That was Easter.
Yeah, but you could also use it for Christmas.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we're supposed to be doing the silhouette grapevine Halloween wreath in the private group on Sunday. I'm still looking for bats. Not those kind of bats, but foam bats, and of course right now there's nothing. So I'm going to dig through all of my Halloween stuff and see if I can come across 2 of them. And if so, I'll show you how we do that. If not, I might take what is scheduled for next week, which I don't know, and move it there and move the other one back so I can go find them through Amazon. Next Fridays live, we're making monster wreaths. So cute little, 2 different types. You can do them with fun fur and you can do them with tulle. So that's what we're going to be making next Friday. If you're interested in our private group, let me do my private group thing. Just go to my website at KatsCreationsNMore.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see Kat's private group. There's a document that explains all the benefits you get. We have discounts with 4 different sign vendors. We have discounts with a ribbon vendor. They can set you up on the Square point of sale, which gets you your first $1,000 fee free, which is great for people starting their craft fairs. So there's a lot included, plus you get access to the private tutorials every Sunday. Sunday at 5 is when we do the private group tutorials, and the access to the entire library from February of 2018 to current. So almost, I want to say 70 something videos are in there, plus business classes. So now, you can tell me. Question?
Yeah, Tara asked, where did you get flex tubing?
Oh, Dollar Tree.
Yep.
These colors were Dollar Tree. So silver, gold, red, white, and green came out at Christmas. Black, purple, orange, and green come out at Halloween. Obviously red, white, and blue at
July.
Yeah, 4th of July kind of stuff. And then graduation, sometimes they have black and gold. So whenever I see it, I go in and grab 5. So, and then I just put them on my pegboard. So.
And then Jules asked, because she just got on, did you place the ruffles horizontal or vertical on the bar? So that would be vertical. So the horizontals go up and down.
Yeah, see, if you look, all of my finished edges, just like it would be on a wreath, are all to the outside. None of the cut edges are where a customer would be able to play with them.
Right.
Plus, I cut all of my ruffles with a wood burning tool. So it seals and melts the edges.
So the edges are on the top and bottom. The finished edges are on the top and bottom.
Yes.
Yep.
I lay them in like this, all the way. So they just go up and down.
Right.
And then they just kind of do their own little thing. Any other questions?
Well, I mean, she said if I join both groups, is there a combo price? Just one group.
Yeah, it's just one.
The private group is just the one that's paid for. Yep.
Yeah, so there's no dual group. You get business and extra tutorials in the private group, and the discounts are all part of that $17 a month. That's just something we've worked out with our vendors. So generally they're really nice. They'll post the new designs in our site first so we can see what's coming, and then we can flood them with orders.
Yep. So
that's kind of good. But that's it. All right, anyone else have any questions? Otherwise, I'll let you go. Have a great, amazing weekend. Hoping that the people who got theirs in are going to start creating. I will post the link to the witch hat tutorials that I did last year that don't involve wrapping. It just shows you how to embellish the top and then do the bottoms. I will post that tomorrow for you in the main group, so you can just rewatch that tutorial. All right. Well, thanks for joining me on Friday night. You guys have a great and amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.